Hello everyone, my name's Hunter. And today me and my group and I, are going to be talking about a lot of water, beautiful water, but we can't really drink it. But we'll get to that a bit later. So we're going to be talking about how we can make our use of water as a society more sustainable, and also how we can make the access to fresh water for everyone in our society. So, back to the big talk of water. We can't drink it. How can we use it? We don't really use it at the moment. We use desalination, so we get all the salt out of it and then we use it that way. But we also use aquifers, reservoirs, dams, and we access our groundwater. Let's sketch it out on the set. We've got the ocean, and here we might have an aquifer. An aquifer which collects rainwater, which gets discharged into the groundwater. And here we might have some houses. Connecting all of them, we have pipes. In our water. The first bit we're going to talk about is the desalination plant, which might be down here by the beach. And to talk about the desalination plant, I'm going to pass on to my team member, Jack.
Thanks, Hunter. My name is Jack Bletchenden, and I will be talking about a sustainable water source, desalination. Sustainable water sources are pivotal to providing sustainable and just water services into the future. With climate change threatening freshwater reserves, cities such as Perth have turned to desalinated seawater to ensure secure drinking water. Why? Because it's sustainable. The sustainability of this drinking water source is key to achieving Sustainable Development Goal 6, which is clean water and sanitation for all, both now and into the future. So what makes desalination sustainable? Well, in this vlog, I will break down sustainability of desalinated drinking water into 1. Sustainability of supply, 2. Environmental sustainability, 3. Economic and energy sustainability, and 4. Social sustainability. So the main reason many cities such as Perth have dipped into desalinated drinking water is sustainability of supply. Seawater is abundant, and as long as we avoid pollution in our oceans, it remains a viable source. So for environmental sustainability, compared to many other sources of like surface water, desalination has a minimal environmental impact. In Perth, advanced intake systems prevent harm to marine life, and the brine, which is a salty byproduct, is carefully diluted and diffused to avoid damaging the ocean ecosystem. Plus, desalination plants have a very small land footprint, making them efficient in both water production and land use. So the third topic is energy and economic sustainability. Desalination is energy intensive, but energy recovery devices can capture up to 90% of the energy from the process, significantly reducing the carbon footprint. Solar, wind, and even nuclear power can further support this. In fact, in countries like Kazakhstan and Japan are already using nuclear energy to power their desalination plants. And the final topic is social sustainability. Public trust in desalinated water can be a hurdle, but through education and transparent communication about its safety, we can help build confidence in the sustainable water source. Well, that's all from me. Back to you now, Hunter.
Thanks, Jack. That was really interesting. And now that we know how water comes through desalination plants, how we can make it more sustainable, we're going to then talk about the next piece of the puzzle, aquifers. And to talk about aquifers, I'm going to pass on to my team member, Tom. Cheers, Tom. Sorry, this isn't Tom. Now I'll pass on to Tom. Cheers, Tom.
Thanks, Hunter. My name's Thomas Holliday, and I'm going to be talking about water reservoirs and aquifers and their importance in the water cycle. Water reservoirs and aquifers are essential in our freshwater supply, serving local communities, industries, and ecosystems. However, unsustainable extraction and climate change are threatening the long-term availability of these water sources. Reservoirs store surface water for drinking, agricultural irrigation, and hydroelectric power. But in hot climates, these are predicted to worsen with climate change. Reservoirs face challenges from evaporation and shifting precipitation patterns. This could lead to severe droughts. Innovative solutions like floating solar panels can help, reducing evaporation while generating clean, carbon-neutral energy. Reservoirs face several issues to water efficiency, including sediment buildup and pollution from agricultural runoff, which reduce the capacity of reservoirs and lower the water quality, potentially introducing harmful contaminants. Methods like sediment flushing, sluicing, turbidity currents, and drawdown flushing have proven effective in improving the efficiency of water reservoirs, while regulation and catchment structures may improve the safety of reservoir water quality at risk of runoff contamination. Aquifers are underground water sources which often recharge slowly, making them vulnerable to overuse. Solutions like treated wastewater injection through processes such as managed aquifer recharge and stormwater harvesting can help replenish them. Smart monitoring systems can be installed to monitor and optimize the aquifer usage. Policy and regulation play a vital role in managing these resources sustainably. Laws that limit withdrawal and economic incentives like water pricing schemes encourage conservation. Subsidies for water-saving technologies and markets for water rights, like Australia's Murray-Darling Basin water market, show how smart governance can support sustainable water management. Ultimately, protecting our water sources requires innovation, regulation, and smarter water usage. Back to you, Hunter.
Thanks, Tom. And now, another bit of the puzzle is how do we connect all this water? How do we get it from the desalination plant to our reservoir? From the desalination plant to our houses? From the reservoir to our house? How do we get it everywhere? For that, I'm going to pass on to Pangina. Pangina's going to be talking about a series of pipes that run underneath our whole society and provide us with water. Cheers, Pangina.
Thanks, Hunter. I'm Tanzina. I'll be talking about losses due to aging infrastructure. So, infrastructure is the backbone of modern civilization, but aging systems are leading to significant losses, both in resources and finances. In this video, I'll be exploring how these losses affect water, energy, and wastewater system. So, water losses due to old pipes, leaks, and quality degradation are major concerns. In fact, 90% of water losses from leaks go undetected. Corroded pipes can also lead to water contamination, impacting public health. Energy infrastructure is also suffering. Around 8% of electricity is lost during transmission, and leaks in oil and gas pipelines lead to both financial and environmental damage. Here are some pictures you can see I added. One video I added from internet, so I think there will be a lots of videos like that, how aging infrastructure is affecting us.
Is taking a look at solutions for our country's aging infrastructure. Years ago, wastewater threatened to bankrupt South Bend, Indiana. The city's overwhelmed sewer system was sending polluted water into a river that fed directly into Lake Michigan. Now, the EPA ordered the city to stop, and that's when South Bend found a solution in the form of artificial intelligence 15 feet underground.
Modern solutions are emerging. New materials like HDPE pipe and technologies such as smart water network help prevent leaks and monitor water quality. Real-time data and predictive maintenance can save millions in repair and replacement. By upgrading infrastructure and embracing innovative technology, we can reduce losses, save money, and ensure a sustainable future. Back to you, Hunter. Thank you.
HDPE pipe has become widely accepted as an innovative water conservation and drainage solution. With a number of advantages over traditional pipe, it has established a new standard of engineering and application excellence. HDPE pipe is ideal for stormwater management applications. It is typically available in a wide range of diameters, ranging from 4 inches through 60 inches.
Thanks, Sanjana. That was awesome. Now, one of the last bits of the puzzle, we're going to talk about fresh water in our houses. Where does it go missing? Where do we lose it? How can we make it more efficient? For that, I'm going to pass on to Alessandra. Alessandra, please tell us about houses and how we use water in them. Cheers.
Thanks, Hunter. I'm Alessandra. Now let's look at some common sources of water loss in your home and how they impact not only the environment, but your wallet. First, let's talk about dishwashers. If you're using an older model, you might be wasting more water and energy than you think. Older dishwashers can use over 45 litres of water per cycle. That's tens of thousands of litres wasted annually just to clean dishes. This inefficiency also means higher energy bills, as these appliances often consume a lot more power compared to newer models. Next up, leaky pipes. They might seem like a small issue, but household leaks can waste an astonishing amount of water. In Australia, around 10% of water supplied by utilities is lost due to leaks. That's millions of litres wasted every year, enough to fill over 7,500 Olympic-sized swimming pools each year. These leaks not only waste water, but also drive up your water and energy bills, especially if the leaks involve hot water. So let's talk about toilets. Older toilets can use up to 11 litres of water per flush. Considering that the average person flushes 5 times a day, that's over 20,000 litres of water wasted per person each year. This not only depletes our fresh water sources, but also increases your water bill significantly. Outdoor water use is another major culprit. Insufficient irrigation systems often lead to overwatering, which results in significant loss due to evaporation and runoff. This not only wastes water, but can also harm local ecosystems and contribute to water shortages during dry periods. Plus, overwatering your lawn can lead to higher water bills without providing any additional benefits to your plants. And finally, consider your laundry routine. Older washing machines can use up to 150 litres of water per load. With the average household doing about 300 loads of laundry per year, that's 45,000 litres of water down the drain. This excessive use of water also means higher energy consumption and increased utility bills. All these hidden sources of water wastage add up, impacting not just your finances, but also our planet's precious water resources. By being aware of these issues, we can start making more informed choices and take steps to reduce our water wastage in our homes. Now back to you, Hunter.
Thanks, Alessandra, for walking us through your lovely house and explaining to us some losses of potable water through your house. And as Alessandra described, there are also ways to decrease this loss of water in a house. Things such as efficient appliances, fixing leaky taps, and all sorts of different things. And now we're going to do a deep dive on a fantastic system we can use and implement into every house to increase our sustainable use of potable water. Such a system is called a grey water system. And this system allows for the recapture of water, which has been used in some sense already throughout the house, and allows us to capture it. Say this, but underneath the house. And when I wash my clothes, that water from the washing machine, which is potable water going into it, and then coming out of it, it's a bit dirty, it's been used to wash our clothes, but it doesn't need to be chucked away, it can be stored, and it can go over here, and then maybe it can be used to flush my toilet. Because do we really need to use X litres of perfectly fine water to wash the loo every day, several times? No, we can use grey water to wash the loo, or we can use it to fill up our watering cans and water our garden. Isn't that a more sustainable use of perfectly fine water, which is just a little bit dirty, and then it enters back, it becomes filtrated, it's used, and then it can go back to the water court for further processing and enter back into the main system. And this grey water system can be relatively cheap to install. If it was installed on the start of every single new build, it would just be implemented and we would reduce water loss and the overconsumption of potable water tenfold. And this is where it gets into the equitable access of fresh water, everyone's right to access it, and also everyone's responsibility in decreasing our overconsumption of it. Wouldn't it be fantastic if every government, or our government, provided all households a rebate to install a system like this? Not only would it reduce the overburden on the water corporation to provide fresh water, but it will also limit how much we have to process it, how much we've got to pump it around. We'd have each house as a little closed loop of water consumption, and all these little ideas, cheap to install, cheap to implement,
but they all add up to many drops in a big ocean of just making water use more sustainable, and then all the other ideas to make it more equitable so everyone can access it. Thanks everyone.